Moving right along in Mission 2, we are now into lessons 19 through 23. What you should expect to see in these lessons is dividing up to 4-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers, and then checking the answer using multiplication. And then you're also going to be solving word problems that involve division. No new vocabulary this time, but we are going to bring that word quotient over from the last few lessons. So let's get to work. First of all, we are going to divide 4,652 by 22. And remember, our answer is going to be our quotient. And then we are going to check it using multiplication. So let's go ahead and set this up in a long division style. We are going to use a standard algorithm to do this. So in our last set, we talked about how instead of looking at 22 divided into 465, let's just look at 2. How many times does 2 go into 46? 2 times 2 maybe? Okay, that gets us really close. So let's use 2. 6 minus 4 is 2, and I'm going to bring down that 25. Well, 22 and 25 are still relatively close, so that's only one group of 22. 22 is one group, 44 is two groups, so I'm going to have to stick with one group. There's nothing else to bring down, and I cannot just start adding zeros like I did in decimals because I don't have a decimal place. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to wind up with a remainder of 10. So R10 is going to come up here. So my quotient is going to be 211 with a remainder of 10. So now let's check that using multiplication. We're going to take 211 and we're going to multiply it by 22. Remember, we're going to start in our ones place, so our product's going to start in the ones place. 2 times 1 is 2, 2, 4. Now we're going to move to the tens place, which means our product for these needs to be in the tens place. So I'm going to put a 0 here for a space holder. 2, 2, 4, and then we're going to add this together. Well, look, these don't match. But if I took my remainder and I added it to my product, now I can see that these two things match and I must have divided the right way. All right, some extra activities to do at home. Let's get out those number cards again, the 0 through 9, where you have 4 of each, whether you're using playing cards or you've made them yourself. You're going to put them in a stack and you're going to flip up 3 or 4 cards. So let's say you're playing with 3, you flip up 3, 1, 2. That's 312. Your child flips over 2 cards. Maybe they get a 5 and a 1. So the problem is going to be 312 divided by 51. So first we're going to estimate. We're going to say, how many times do you think 51 can go into 312? Well, 5 goes into 31 6 times. So we're going to solve thinking that we're going to use 6. And then we're actually going to solve for it. And so you're going to work the problem like this. Just a fun and easy way to get extra practice in division without having to search all over the place for problems. Just flip up some cards and give it a try. All right, guys, this is the overview for lessons 19 through 23. I will see you again in lesson 24.